Welcome back to Manor Lords. Look at this church. Made out of stone now. Looks much better. That's what we did last episode, as well as expand the settlement in general. So I'll figure out what I'm going to do for this episode. Now winter is almost here and I have no fuel. And I don't know why, so that is the first port of call. Let's try and figure that out. What is going on? Why don't I have firewood? Now I've got two families working the woodcutter's lodge. They're all transporting. What does that mean? Does that mean they're carrying firewood? These two are working there. Where are you going? Where are you going? And why do you still have a shield on you? Why do you have a shield? Isn't it just the men that go out to war? I suppose I've got to remember this number here is excess, so I've got 2 excess, which means I've got enough firewood for the requirements. Just don't understand why they're not cutting. Like, none of them are actually cutting the trees. Or, what does that say? Ploughing by hand. Why are you ploughing? A couple of them now say gathering, so they are actually going out. I think this guy might be the one going gathering, yes. So, is he going to go and cut these trees down? Let's just keep an eye on him a minute. Yeah, he's got to be. There's nothing else out there, so, okay. Well, I'll just have to keep an eye on it then, and hope that that surplus number goes up, because I think they're going to use more in the winter, so I need a surplus to get us through. Food situation is looking a lot better, so I'm consistently getting bread. Vegetables and now have a good surplus, so adding all these vegetable gardens here has really helped. That's just helping with the food variety. And obviously the berries are high. Meat is still a problem. Because this keeps going down. They're just hunting them too quick. And there's only one family in there. So yeah, I'm not sure what to do about that. So I am 5 treasury away from being able to settle the other region. I believe it was 250. Yes. I think I'm taxing still at 10%. I am, so I'm getting a passive income. Let's have a look for bandit camps. I think bandit camps can only turn up in the grey areas, so it's not going to be a reliable way of getting treasury anymore. And there's none there. Okay, so the goal here really is to get to level 3 burgage plots. So I have 3 extra level 2s, 10 out of 7. So I can upgrade 3 of them, but I don't have what's needed at the moment. So the tavern supply is the big production chain we've got to look at. And then the clothing store, that's going to be an easy one because you just need to specialise the level 2 plot. So let me have a look at that. So this one doesn't have any specialisation at the moment. I'm sure I looked at this last episode and I couldn't specialise in this level 2 without doing a level 1 first, but that might have been because I didn't have enough regional wealth or enough resources. Because these are now showing us that I can do them, which is interesting. What I need is the tailor's workshop, I think. Production of clothes. Clothing store supply. Let's have a look at this. Shoes, cloaks, and clothes are all fine. Okay. So, must make gambesons. What's that? I guess that's something to do with armor. What we'll probably do is get some planks and we'll do a cobbler's workshop and start getting that in. And then I'm going to look at the ale situation. I'm going to need to get some extra families actually because it's such a big production chain for the ale. I'm going to need extra families, so I'm going to have to look at burgage plots first. So let's do that. Residential plot. Burgage. Where should we put the next lot of houses? Kind of want to like expand this side of the road, so it's not all on one side. I think that would be quite good. So we start right up against here and go all up to the market. How big should we make this? Oh, that's quite cool. You can actually bend this round other buildings like that. Quite like that, you know. Makes it look different. How many houses do I want? I mean, if we do it like this, we can add some extra families in. Might be quite good as well. Not very big backyard extensions, but that's okay. Let's do that. There we go. We've got 3 that can have an extra family in. And it's going to look a bit different. Very nice. Wow, we've got 47 sidearms and 10 large shields. And if I can change what they're making, I think it's the... Is it the blacksmith that's doing this? Yeah, we need to make something else. Let's make some pole arms. 47's quite a lot, I think. Joiner's workshop. Let's have a look at that one as well. They're making large shields. Let's make some small shields as well. Get a surplus of all of them. This is something that I've noticed in other games as well, right? So the farmers are done for now, right? They've ploughed the field, they've sowed it. They can't do anything now. They've got to wait. That is all they're doing. They're waiting. They're not contributing in any way. There's nothing for them to do. They're literally waiting for it to grow so they can harvest it. And it just seems like unnecessary micromanagement in these games where you have to like take the families off. Like there's no reason for them to be on this. I know some of them say peddling, like they're selling something, but I don't know what they're transporting. Ultimately, the farmers aren't needed while this is growing. There's nothing for them to do. So it would be really nice if they implemented like a secondary job system. So for when someone can't do something, they move on to the secondary job. Same goes for the foragers, really. Because there's, like now, this isn't growing. It certainly won't during the winter. I don't have anyone working on there, but I shouldn't have to take them off, really. I think once they're out of season and they can't work, they should then move on to something else. Yeah, I think that would be really useful. But that's not just something with this game. Like, there's other games as well that seem to do it. So I'm thinking, the reason I had that thought was to take these guys off. I just don't see the point in having them there. But then I have to remember to reassign them when it's due. So I'm probably going to take one off. This one's got a stall. They're obviously selling food, I guess. Struggling with the planks as well. I've got plenty of timber. I've got 2 families working on here. They're all waiting though. Why are they waiting? Maybe I should put a livestock on there instead of on the logging camp. Let me try that. Let's pop you on here. There you go. Just see if that will help them, because I don't know why they're not making planks. They could go and chop their own trees or use the timber that we've got. Nice, I like this burgage plot. Different shape to it. And they're right next to the bread. Imagine waking up to that every morning. Oh no, here comes winter. My most hated season. Oh, I have 250 treasury. I'm getting straight on that now. Settlers camp, let's go. Let's go. Get over here. Where can I put you? So what have we got here? We got animals. We got a rich deposit of clay and a rich deposit of iron. So probably going to want to settle right in the middle. Let's just pop you right there. Oh, what's this? Settlement options. Town, a farming village, a forest village, and a mining village. Doesn't look like I can do anything here. You can't click on them. But that's nice. You're going to be able to specialize them. That gives a bit of more purpose to each like region. I mean, my purpose on this one is for it to be mining because of the rich clay and iron. For now, we have to do town. And we can't select anything on the starting supplies here. I don't know if you can do that right now, but actually it's just to do a treasury amount. Hit modest, confirm. Yes, we settled another region. Unfortunately, the fertility for barley is rubbish here as well. Oh, hang on, let me try that again. How do I get that back up again? Here we go. Barley. Yeah, so it's just all red and yellow here, as well as in my starting region. Oh, we've got a little bit of green. Yes! I'm going to have to go over there to make my barley. I do find it really odd that the region's borders are what cut off the fertility. I don't see why it should be like that. I think there should be overlap. You know, this green should just overlap this border. I don't know why it has to be like this. I know it's to encourage you to want to settle an area for farming, but it just seems a bit odd. Okay, so we're in this region. We've got 5 unassigned families. I guess we just get going again. We sort of starting again from the basics. We're going to need shelter and things. So what should we do first? I've settled at the wrong time, really. Because it's winter. I'm going to need them to get firewood. Right, let's get a woodcutter's lodge down. So let's rotate this around a bit. Maybe pop it just up here. And then what else do we need? We're going to have to get their own food, aren't they? So maybe a hunting camp. Although that is all the way over here. And that's really far away. Have they got any berries? Oh, they're not going to be in season though. Oh, they're right up here. They need some sort of food, so we're going to have a hunting camp. Put that there, and then you have to put a road down. Connect that up. So, where are we going to? This way, okay. It's curvy-worthy all the way around that clay. And then we'll just go up the hill, like this. Curve it a bit more, make it look good. There we go. Very nice, very nice. That's very far away though. But there we go. Right, we're going to want some burgage plots as well. Let's put another road curving into there. And then, why don't we just curve one around this way. And then we'll put some burgage plots along here. We're going to need timber, so I'm going to have to put down a logging camp. I'm going to have to put some priorities in all this because I've put a lot of stuff down to build. Maybe we'll put the logging camp. Oh, not enough goods. Wait, hold on. I need 2 timber to build my logging camp. But I can't. I can't build it. I need this to get more timber. I can't build it because I don't have enough. Is this where trade comes in? I'm going to leave them to it a minute. Let's go back to the original region. I think I might have just messed this up. I can't figure out how to trade between my regions. I just want to send some timber over to my new region because I've used all my timber and I can't make a new logging camp without having at least 2 timber. I've only got 1. I wonder if I just destroy something because you get your resources back, right? Let me demolish that a minute. I now have 3 timber. Oh, okay. There we go. Thank God for that. Let's put the timber over here. Right, I really thought I'd mess that up. And I'll just rebuild this burgage plot in a minute. Okay. Panic over. Panic over. Right, it looks like we've got all these burgage plots pretty much done. These 2 are... Well, these 3 are in the process of being built. That's fine. And we've got 11 planks. Right, so I can now specialise one of these as a cobbler's workshop. Definitely want to do that. That's the highest priority. And that should satisfy one of the needs here for the clothing store. Oh, this is interesting. I didn't realise these were 2 different things. So the first yellow icon that we've satisfied is linen, leather or yarn. So we're providing a lot of leather at the moment. So if we just provide enough supply of shoes, we don't need to worry about the cloaks and clothes. Although I probably will still do them. But that should just tick that box. And I would like to get these armaments satisfied as well. I think you can do this garment here with another specialisation, which is the tailor's workshop. Gambesons, that's it. I'll do that as well. Why not? Put them side by side. Clothes and shoes. The firewood situation is okay at the moment. It's trickling along. We've got 6 surplus. Plenty of food though. Living on bread, berries and carrots. Who needs meat, eh? They're all vegetarians here. This is interesting. You can order horses. Oh, hang on. Come back to that. My new area has finished a load of stuff and they need a market space. So let's get to that in a minute. Where's the markets? In the residential, I think, yeah. I'm going to put this right in front of here. It doesn't have to be too big. Just need enough space for some stalls. There we go. But now the timber situation is sorted. I just need to put a family in here. There we go. So let's assign enough burgage plots. Like this. Oh, well, let me fill that gap. Oh, because I don't have enough goods. Okay. Alright, we'll come back to it. Come back to it. Right, we now have a cobbler's shop. Awesome. Right, what can we do in here then? I guess we don't have to select anything. They'll just make the shoes. So we might need another one if we can't get enough supply, but all good for now. How many free stores does this have? 4. Okay, so we don't have to expand that. Just had another family move in. Got a tailor's shop underway as well. Let's get them to focus on... Ooh, so we can't do the cloaks because we need yarn and dyes. How do we make linen? We need linen. Oh, their clothing store supply is now gone to 2. Already, just from having some shoes, I think. There's just the tavern. Okay. Anyway, I got distracted then. How do I make linen? Let me check the menus again. Where would this be? Industry, maybe? A weaver's workshop. Right, they use wool to produce yarn and flax to produce linen. Okay, so I need flax. That's farming, isn't it? I need to do the ale. Oh man, there's so much to do. Well, lucky for me, I have no fertility for flax either. In either region. This game is cursed, I'm telling you. It's cursed. I mean, there's an area up here that's sort of yellow. I guess it'll have to be there. Unbelievable. Barley and flax, the 2 things I need, and it ain't working. I guess this whole area could be fields, because I could have barley right here. Tiny little barley field. And the flax next to it here. We'll just have to do that. Right, we've got 9 timber over in the other settlement. Let's get some more burgage plots going. So no one's homeless. I want to fill this area first, because I took a house out of there. And then probably put another couple behind. Ooh, no, not like that. Yep, there we go. That'll do. Now they're also going to need a storehouse, just purely for make sure the goods aren't outside. So let's also place that down. Maybe the storehouse could be along this main road here, next to the logging camp. Brilliant. Right, we'll leave them to it. Right, let's start planning out where these farms are going to be. So, I think it was up here, wasn't it? Let me just get the fertility up again. Right, so barley right in between these trees. And the flax right in front. Okay. So I'm going to need a road leading up here. So let's put it... Come off here. Just curve it round like that. Build that there. And then I guess... I don't want... I always said I don't want straight lines, but I feel like I just need a straight line going straight up there. Can have straight lines sometimes. Right. That looks good to me. Let's have another look at fertility, make sure we're in the right spot. Right, I've gone right through that, so I just need to get rid of that. Right, that's much better. Just short of it, so I can curve this round once we get there. And then the flax we can just put next to this road. Right, let's get these fields in then. I think I can put them out now. So I feel like it's going to need to be quite big to get anything from it, but then I'm going to need a lot of workers to make sure I'm able to harvest it. We'll just go up to like... That's 2 Morgans. That's twice the size of my other one. Okay, there's a field, and then barley's up here, so I'm going to cover this whole thing here. Go all the way down. Don't miss any of that green. This doesn't have to be huge. Make it a funny shape though, because why not? There we go. Now I can get the road going up to it. Just curve this round like that. And then I'll need a... Probably I would think a separate farmhouse up here. I know you can get a lot of families in here, but it just seems really far away. I don't know. I don't want them to have to run all the way there, so I feel like it needs its own farmhouse. Oh, that's annoying. I can't fit it in there. Yes, I can. Okay, cool. That's perfect. Hey, lovely. I'm going to need a few families in there, though. Think about it. I needed 2 families here for this one Morgan field to effectively harvest it. I mean, I haven't tested it with 1, but it seemed like 2 was what was needed to get it done in time. This is 2 Morgans big. So this one's going to need quite a few. Although I don't really care if some of it gets missed, to be fair. This was flax. And this one is barley. 34%. Not too bad. Right, this one's causing loss of approval because of the fuel. Well, I have excess of 3 or 2 now. It's still an excess, but it's still a problem. I feel like I'm going to need to maybe move the woodcutter's lodge more a bit closer. Like maybe it needs to be over here. It's quite far away from the tree line, to be fair. Let's relocate. Let's just see what happens when we put it over here. We'll make that the highest priority. Probably shouldn't be moving it right now in the middle of winter. That's probably a bad idea. Oops. Oh, 61 planks. Wow, suddenly they are motoring along, and all I did was give them some livestock. That makes a huge difference. Wow. There's a tip for you. Just chuck an animal in there. Put an ox in there. Timber's still okay though, and they don't have an oxen. That's good. Right, I'm looking at some policies here, which I didn't like the look of before, but there's one called Hunting Ground. Wild animals on rich deposits breed twice as fast. The cost of 50% reduced yield from crops. That's a hard decision to make, because I'm obviously looking at crops here that have low fertility, and I need that to satisfy some needs. But I've had a real issue with the wild animals. Though, look at that. 41 out of 40. What's going on here? Let's check someone else on there. But yeah, I have been having a trouble with these guys breeding, which is why I've not had any meat. But yeah, I'm going to chuck an extra person on there, and I wonder if I should have a little road just leading up to this, just to make their life a little bit easier. Not too close, because we don't want to scare the animals away, do we? Let's do that. Oh, we'll keep an eye on that then, but I might activate that policy. Let's take a look at our second region. All the burgish plots are here. For exposed goods, we need a granary. Okay, let's do that. I can't remember where that is. Logistics, storehouse, granary. Where should we put this? Maybe put it on the corner here. That should sort that out. Storehouse we do have. I think they just need to get through these supplies. And then that will be good. And then I can move the hitching post. Let's do that. Because that's in the middle of nowhere at the moment. Up here. Pop that there. And I'm going to put a road through here. Joining up to where the woodcutter's lodge is. That. Nice. All joining up, all looking good. This region is taking care of itself at the moment, and then once we get a few families in and they're doing the basics, I can then start mining. It looks like winter is almost over. Thank God for that. We're in March. This is where the fields are going to come into action. I do have an excess of 6 at the moment. I'm going to get that as the highest priority, get the farmhouse done. Although the other farmers are over here, they're working on it. Because I suppose this field is still growing, they can't do anything with it. So this family, yeah, is over here working. That's good. Right, well while they're doing that, I need to look at the other sort of part of the production chain for ale. So we're going to have barley on this field here. That barley then needs to be turned to malt, I believe. Let's make a malt house. Now, do I want a separate granary over here? Is that where the wheat goes? This is quite far away. Flour goes in there. We'll do it without a granary for now, but I'm going to put the malt house next to this. That feels like the right place to put it. Let's put malt house right there. Okay, so once we've got the malt house done, we have malt. We then need to do an upgrade on our level 2 burgage plot. There's a brewery extension, produces ale from malt. I'm not going to do this just yet because it said it converts all inhabitants to artisans, locking them from being assigned to other jobs. I didn't realise that when I made the cobbler shop and the tailor shop. Cobbler shop is fine, they are making shoes. Tailor shop I don't think is making anything at the moment. What are these guys doing at the moment? So they're woodcutters. Yeah, I'm going to hold off a minute, but that is what I will need to do. And then I need the tavern. No harm in building the tavern now and getting it ready. Now where is that? I think that might be under residential. Yes, tavern. Only costs 5 timber. Now this needs to be central. It needs to be somewhere around all the houses. It's quite big though, I don't have a lot of room. And I will be putting burgage plots up here eventually. The stonecutters camp is there though. Where to put this? Next to the corpse pit? That seems like a good place. Just opposite. Maybe I could put it around the back of the field. Alright, the tavern is going to be around the back of these new houses. And then I can expand the houses all the way around here. And then it's going to feel fairly central. And it's also not too far from everything else. So that's good. Stock damaged by weather. Yeah, I think that situation should be resolved soon. I have a granary now. What stock do we have outside at the moment? Bread, firewood, stone, tools. I'm going to put someone on the storehouse. They should go and collect all this, I think. Or they might just make a market stall. This is looking good. We do need additional burgage plots to encourage other families to come in. Let's plan that out now. Probably just going to fill this area. Maybe I could put some around the back of the marketplace. Oh, I like that. I like that. I like these weird shaped plots going around the back of stuff. That looks good. Right, maybe we should also look at some backyard extensions here. Why don't we go with eggs in this place? Let's just make loads of chickens. Chicken coops. Right, let's check out the farms. Barley. They're currently in the ploughing process. According to this. Oh yeah, you can see it. Yeah. Right, we've got a new farmhouse. I'm going to get 2 families on there, only because I've got so many unassigned families. It just makes sense. Where else can I put these families? I've got nothing to build at the moment. And I could put some backyard extensions in. What would be useful? We definitely want someone back on the forager's hut. Let's have a look at the animals. We've got 2 families there. They're getting meat, although they've got 1 excess meat, but there you go. I'm going to put someone on this storehouse because it's not full anymore, and I wonder if they'll make a market stall, possibly. Right, well, we're down to 3 unassigned families. That's okay. Maybe we'll look at some backyard extensions here. What could we do? Veg is all good. Maybe some more eggs. Okay, chicken coop. Nice big chicken coop. Maybe get some hides. Not sure. I mean, it's 25 regional wealth. The chicken coop. Let's do a vegetable garden there. Now, I'll have a decision to make once we actually get to the next settlement level, and that's going to be about what we do with the development point. I was looking at the fields, and you can get the heavy plough, wherever it is. Where was it? In the farmhouse. Yes, ploughing station, which enables the oxen to plough the field. Just makes the whole thing quicker, and I'm going to have 3 fields here. That is something to think about. I've got a really good clothing supply here, including shoes. So you look at all of those icons, we've got leather and shoes everywhere. That's amazing. So 1 cobbler's shop was enough. Fuel? Not so good. I've relocated it, and it's just still not working. Oh, I've got no one on it. Right, okay. So when you relocate a building, it takes the families out of it. That's why I had so many families. Oh my god. I set the work area. I set it to over here. Oh, I can't believe that. I've got 820 influence. I'm just wondering, like how I get to 1,000. Can we gain from the tithe? I've got a lot of excess food. I wonder if I should be looking at this tithe. Taxes, tithe. Percentage of surplus food is given to the church in return for influence. It doesn't affect approval loss here. I have a lot. Let's go up to 15% and see what it does. I just want enough influence to take this region before this guy does, because it's been a while and I think he's probably due a claim. Nice to get the 3rd one before he does. I don't want to get overboard on that tithe. I just have so much though. Ugh. See how it goes. Yeah, so this is all to do with the fuel situation, although I do have an excess coming in now. Just got to keep an eye on that. Oh, here we go. This is what I was looking at. Right, so that issue I had with the other region with the timber, I got rid of the Burgish plot to get that timber back so I could build the logging camp. But initially I was thinking, how do I transfer resources between my own regions? Well, it's this. It's a pack station. You can set up a barter connection, allowing you to send and receive goods between this and another region in your command. I mean, that's what I need if I'm going to specialise in mining in the other section. I need mules to transport up to 20 goods per trip. I'm going to need that, but yeah, anyway. This is what I'm looking at. I think you can upgrade these though, right? So I could actually, rather than having another hitching post, I could just expand this. So let's do that, and then I can get another oxen and assign one to the logging camp. The saw pit has one, and it's made such a difference. I now have 107 planks. So actually, I only need 1 family on there. I feel like I'm learning the game in terms of the management of a settlement and the production line. So I'm getting there. Some things don't make sense, some things do. But the town is looking good. Really love the design. The Burgish plots and the way it all ties together. Funny enough, I'm attracting families very quickly because of this approval, because I only recently built these new homes and I'm already maxed out. The good thing is I can expand these here. And I think that would actually mean that they would work on whatever the extension is, right? So like I've got 2 families here, both of them will help get rid of these eggs. Probably the same would go for these as well, at the cobbler's shop, the potato shop. You've got 2 families working on it. Interesting. Well, let's do this anyway. Let's expand the living space. Because I can. On these 3, I think. Yeah. Right, I'm up in the tithe. I don't think this is doing enough. I've still got loads, so put up to 20%. Yeah. Loads of bread, loads of berries, loads of veggies. Right, how are we doing with the fields? Yes, they're sowing the field for barley. And this is such a big field, but they're nearly done. Very nice. Is this one due to be harvested yet? 87 days. Wait, is this showing 6% fertility for wheat? You gotta be kidding me, man. You gotta be kidding me. Right, I'm gonna have to leave this field fallow for a bit because that fertility is awful. I can't believe it's dropped that much. It was about 40% when I planted it. A year later, 5%. So we can leave it fallow, but I think you can also put animals onto it, right? But it's just a development point. Let's just try and find it. Up here. Here we go. Allows to use a fallow field as a pasture, which rapidly restores lost fertility. But that's level 2, and here I don't think you can skip it. I'd have to take the heavy plough. That's 2 development points. I mean, there's so many things you can unlock here, but I don't feel like I'm going to get a lot of development points, considering it's all to do with leveling up. Like, how many times am I going to be able to level up? Right, we'll have to keep an eye on it. Oh, the tavern's complete. Very nice. Cool. We don't need to use it just yet, but it's there ready. Malt house is almost built as well. Yep, there we go. Again, don't need that just yet. Everything's constructed. Right, this field is now being sowed for the flax. Awesome. Okay, I think I'm going to call it there for today's episode. I mean, I would have liked to have got this whole chain going and get some ale going, but it's going to take too long because I've got to wait a whole year for the fields to actually grow the crops. So that will come next episode probably, hopefully. But lots done today. So in terms of production chain and getting the level 3 burgish plots to a point where we can actually upgrade them. They now have the full clothing requirements because I've got the cobbler shop here. They've produced shoes everywhere. We've obviously got the production chain down ready for the ale. We've got the tavern, we've got the malt house, and we've got the field for the barley. That's all looking good. And most importantly, I now have another region. I actually managed to get enough treasury together. This is now handling itself, and eventually this will become a mining region. There's a really rich iron deposit and clay deposit, so that should really help. Last thing I really want to do is just hope that I can get this gold off here before the Baron decides to take it. And I'm so close on influence, 863. I've got a tithe going, that should help get some influence in. We will see, but I've got a surplus on most things here. I fixed the plank situation, I've got loads of them now. It's crazy. The only thing that's still an issue is firewood, but that is going up now, so I think I might, by the time next winter comes around, I might have fixed that. So yeah, we'll see. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.